when I was a kid, my favorite cartoon of all time, the first cartoon that totally changed my life was Ren and Stimpy. And Ren and Stimpy was so fucking out there at the time. And it was on kids
That
television,
was a
and
raunchy cartoon, bro. That
but
was
like
crazy.
they fired the creator after the second season. Um, and they said, "Oh, we'll just hire all these other animators to take over the show, and we'll make it just as good. I mean, how hard can it be?" I knew when I was 9 years old that the show, like, something was wrong because, like, after they fired the creator, the show just was awful.
Oh
And like,
fuck.
and he got canceled too, the guy who created that cartoon. So there you know. So um, but where was I going with this?
Ren and Stimpy was just revolutionary for you.
Oh yeah, so that was the first one. But like, yeah, I was talking about creators leaving their shows. I mean, that can happen.
Ren and Stimpy was the first show that I ever got caught watching where my mom like legit like screamed at me.
She got
It
pissed.
was wild, bro. I didn't and like I was honest because I had no idea what I was watching. I'm like, this is my first time ever seeing this show. I don't know what the it was, and you know what episode it was? It was like
So
when Stimpy had like the fucking wood on his back. It was
okay, wait.
that shit was wild, bro.
No, wait. Okay, let me tell you about that. So there were two seasons of Ren and Stimpy on in the early 90s, right? And it was on kids television. And then they fired the creator. That show was crazy.
Yeah.
But so then they had all these other people come in to take over the cartoons, right? And then they canceled Ren and Stimpy. Years later, they went back to the original creator of Ren and Stimpy and said, "Hey, we want to put Ren and Stimpy back on, but we want to put it on an adult network." So you're seeing the episodes from the really controversial, like,
Oh.
and guess what? So they made six of those, right, for the adult network, and that's what the wood was getting chopped by.
That was whack. That
Yeah,
was
that that was, and guess what happened?
he got fucking canceled again, no?
He got fired again in the middle of those three because the episodes he was giving them could not be aired. They were
Oh,
like
shit.
he wasn't there was like an episode with like naked women, and like it was and like they were like, we can't air this, and the guy went nuts, and then he got canceled.
Fuck.
So that was Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon. But anyways, I am rambling and getting way off topic on that.
No, what did we say at the top, bro? Like I wanted if there's a rabbit hole to jump into,
That was
let's
a rabbit hole.
fucking go. Because I don't know. Ren and Stimpy was one of those shows where that was like I guess like the opposite of what I was talking about. Like, while yeah, like shit on Adult Swim looks like rugged and rough, and some of the topics that they're talking about are just like very raw. Ren and Stimpy like just made me feel anxious. It really did. Like the facial expressions, how
Yeah,
they strained their bodies, like the situations they got in themselves into.
yeah.
It was just fucking weird. It was I never like I never liked it like that. Like I remember watching it as like a really young kid. I don't know how old. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like it was just weird. I think my like a show
But
I thought,
you see how that could be an influence on my stuff. Like
yeah,
some of that.
yeah,
Some
yeah, yeah.
like what the fuck am I watching? What is this? Why are they contorting their body?
Some of the shit, but that's different though. Like your stuff looks like it's supposed to operate that way anyway. Ren and Stimpy's too fucking like a rat and a dog in like a regular it's like Tom and Jerry if they just started tweaking. Like it just made me feel because I up until that point I was used to Tom and Jerry, Pinky and the Brain, Pokemon. So whenever I seen like little critters on a screen, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna expect them to do like pretty generic shit, like talk once in a while, go on adventures. When they started like fucking each other, like that, that was when I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. I didn't sign up for this shit.
No, and the the new episodes, those adult ones that were on the adult network, were
Oh,
hated by everybody. Everyone thought they
bro.
were the worst
It
things
was
ever.
wild. It
Yeah.
didn't make, like you didn't have to do that.
It wasn't funny though. See, the reason that the show used to be good was because they had some sort of like they just gave him total free control with that, and he
Yeah,
just
he fucked it.
it just wasn't funny. Like it was just crazy just to be crazy, I guess.
Yeah. That was for sure. I know there were a few episodes of Ren and Stimpy that I liked. I just can't remember what they were. No
Yeah,
clue.
the early episodes, and it's mainly because like when you were talking about Adult Swim, how you'd never seen anything like that before.
Mhm.
I'd never seen anything like
Where was
that
that
before.
aired originally? Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.